Hi, welcome to Color Theory for stage lighting. What we're going to play with today is we're going to talk about how color impacts our eyes and how that works. So first of all, we need to talk about primary colors of light. A primary color is a color that cannot be made by mixing two other colors. So the primary colors of light, of course, as you see in front of you, red, we have green, and we have blue. So the reason why these are primary is I cannot make two colors mix to create those colors. And you're probably thinking when it comes to green, why can't I make green? Well, I'm going to hopefully show you. So first of all, I'm going to leave one of these blue. And I'm going to change the other one. So our secondary colors of light are mixing two primaries in equal amounts. The first one is red and blue, and that will produce what is called magenta. Hopefully you can see the shadows there. If I put my hand in front, you can see the two shadows that it is making. You see blue, you see red. Okay, if I make it green, we get a color called cyan, which is a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, and then you mix it together, you get this fancy blue-green. Okay, so that said, we're going to keep the green and we're going to change the blue. Alright, so okay, so now we have green. If I take, like I said, we had secondary, we had cyan. If I take green and I add red, I'm going to get an amber, right? So here we have red, we have green, we mix it together, we get a yellow, an amber. So that's the key with all that kind of stuff. So that's why we can't necessarily have green as a that's why we can have it as a primary, is because, well, it is. I can't make it any other way. If I mix blue and if I mix blue and amber, I'm going to get a color called white, a neutral. So I'm playing with cables right now. Alright, so try to get control back for these things. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our primary lights. Now how light and color works. So I'm going to take a white here. And how color works, I have this fabric. And the fabric is fabulous, of course. So we have this lovely blue. So the reason why this looks blue to you is because I'm feeding it all the colors of the light. It is absorbing every other color but blue, and it's bouncing that to your eye. So if I change the color, it will change it based upon the properties. So I'm going to give it just blue. You're like, well, that looks very different because of the LEDs, right? So try to go through. If I give it cyan, still looks pretty blue, but if I give it green, it starts to look green. If I give it red, it starts to look, with the red background, it really changes the color. Now if I just go through and I play with it, the only thing I'm changing is the color of the light, not the color of the fabric. And this blue, granted, is just a little off, right? It's not. I need to probably get a better blue fabric. All right. So now we have red. We have red and blue, right? So I'm gonna squeeze up so you can see the top of the blue there. So we're gonna start with just red. If you notice, the blue turned black with red light. Now let's try an amber. Still nice and red because amber has red in it. Green. Now that red turned black. We go cyan. Starting to look a little blue. Let's try magenta. It's going to go more red again. So if I just take this and change it, you're going, oh, these are video effects. And it's like, nope, the only thing I'm changing is the color of the light. Okay, so there's red again. Now we're gonna go from red to green. Yay, to green. So green, let's give it just green light. Ooh. But if you notice, the red turned black. If I go back to a neutral, those are the two colors, and just changing the light to green cause the red to go black. If I give it red, now it changed it. Let's go amber. Amber, both colors like that because amber is a mix of red and green. There's cyan. There's blue. Here's magenta. Okay, so if I just take it around the color wheel, again, just by changing the color of light, I'm impacting the color of the fabric. Alright, so there's our three primary colors in fabric. But I found something special. It has a whole bunch of colors in it, and it's very pretty, and I like it. Okay, so we're going to go through the primary colors of light. We're going to go red. See, that's quite a different fabric. And the green fabric above turned black. I'm going to make it green. Bing! Again, very different look to the fabric. Very different look. Let's try amber. Ooh, very, very... Costume designer will probably be very happy with this. That's cyan. Here's magenta. So you can see how the impact of the different colors that we choose as a lighting designer on the fabrics have an impact of how the audience will perceive that. So if I just move it around... Now you can use this if you know that you want to hide like a river in the paint on the floor. You can suppress all the blue until you need that. So as a lighting designer, we control how the audience sees the fabric. So this is a very simple but basic concept of what we can use. And plus, you look like a magician by just playing with the colors of light and manipulating how that reads off of the fabric. So hopefully that will give you a nice basic concept of how how lighting can impact fabric and paint on stage, and how it has an impact on the audience and how we perceive things. Thank you, and we will chat soon.